Well, I'm here already for 41, almost 41 years. But without any expectation that we're coming over accidentally, Belgian Embassy are recruiting some nurses because the hospital in Montigny-les-Tilleuls in Charleroi, they need a lot of nurses. They just have AIDS, you know. Yeah, and the patients are not well been taken care of. So they learned that Filipino nurses are good in taking care of the patients. So the director and the president of the hospital went to the Philippines, and then they recruited 50 nurses. So in 15 days time, they prepare all our papers. Every day we are all together in an auto car, yeah, going here, NBI and everything to change everything. And then we left during martial law at 4 o'clock in the morning with the airplane, Sabina airplane, goes with that president. We are just the only one passengers. Yeah, we don't have anybody in the plane except us and the president and the director and the wife. So when we arrived here, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, very cold, and we were with our mini dresses. But anyway, adjustable naman tayong mga Pilipino. And we didn't started working yet because we don't know how to speak French yet. So we had 13 professors who came every day during the evening to teach us. But you know, in the evening we want to sleep. It's very cold. We will hide and seek with our professors like that. And all of a sudden, we learned speaking French through our patients. Doctors, they know how to speak English, but unfortunately, they don't want to speak with us because they want us to learn French. Ang nagustuhan nila sa amin pagdating, lagi raw kami nakatawa. Yung smile natin, that's the first thing talagang inaano nila, ina-appreciate na maski maraming trabaho, work pa rin kami, and then maski pinag-uusapan nila kami, nakangiti pa rin kami because we couldn't understand the way they speak French and we don't understand French at that moment. So we just smile, smile, always smiling. Kaya yun ang nakuha namin isang ano sa mga Belgian people, yun na nakuha namin sa kanila, and they are so happy about it. As someone who is true blue Filipino but yet takes the stance of an outsider looking in, I would say that this presidency of Pinoy, someone who has never had any record of corruption, which is the most critical problem the country has been facing for generations, has had a strong impact of the nation in terms of reviving its otherwise dying optimism towards progress and chance in the country's political status. Being the son of a freedom and democracy fighter, I guess that also has a bearing somehow. It is a very essential that during his tenure, the country regained its credit ratings significantly because of the reforms being made. I admire Pinoy's continued pursuit for a daang matuwid, and I feel that there is finally someone who has the right intention for the country. I think that Pinoy should focus primarily on getting more and more Filipinos obtain at least a college degree. Education is top priority. It is high time that people make share and well-informed decisions when fulfilling national obligation as Filipino citizens. Literacy in all aspects should be aimed for, and also what are available jobs for one is not even qualified. And it is always heartwarming from us Filipinos who are living abroad to catch up closely with our country's leader. It gives a kind of renewed sense of patriotism and even pushes us to continue thinking about projects and activities to help our countrymen in the way that we can.